Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at 5 reasons why DMR is better than FM. And before you rush down to the comments section to angrily proclaim that FM is better than DMR, I will actually be doing a video talking about ways in which FM is better than DMR. If you want to give me some reasons why you think FM is better, then leave a comment down below and I might include it in that video. So, the first reason why DMR is better than FM is no noise. Because DMR is digital, there's no noise added to the voice that you hear on the receiving end, which makes it much nicer to listen to and easier to understand than a noisy FM signal. And the reason why there's no noise is because your voice is digitized before being sent over the air. If we have a look at this quick drawing I did, this is meant to be an analog signal. As it goes over the air, some noise will be added to the signal, and you'll hear that on the receiving end. And if we look at this, which is meant to represent a digital signal, there is still noise added to the signal. But if we look at the process that goes on in the decoder, you'll see that the decoder makes a decision, and it's pretty easy to see whether it's meant to be a 1 or a 0, even with quite a lot of noise. This is why DMR works right up to the edge of coverage, and then just completely stops working. When it stops working, there's just too much noise for the decoder to be able to tell whether it's meant to be a 1 or a 0. 2. Regeneration of signal through repeaters. On FM repeaters, your signal will pick up noise on the path into the repeater, and then again on the path from the repeater to the receiving radio. Whereas on DMR repeaters, the data containing the voice is received, and the repeater decides if each bit is a 1 or a 0 before transmitting the data back out, which effectively removes the noise. This can cause the range of DMR repeaters to be better than FM repeaters in some cases, like if both users are trying to talk on the fringe of coverage. 3. Supplementary services. There are a number of features on DMR radios that you don't get in standard FM radios. Many of these you could get with additional signaling systems on top of FM, like 5-tone or MDC 1200, but these are usually only on the more expensive radio models. So the features you get as standard in DMR are radio check, which lets you check if another radio is on the channel and in range, call alert, which makes another radio sound a ringing tone, text messaging, remote monitor, which lets you force a radio to transmit so you can hear what's going on. But don't worry, you can disable this in the programming software if you don't want other people spying on you through your radio. Radio disable and enable, which allows you to temporarily stop a radio from working. Very useful if a radio is lost or stolen and someone's using it to cause malicious interference. Other data like location data, telemetry and job tickets. And the radio ID of the transmitting radio shows up on screen. This can be saved as a contact, just like on most phones, and then the contact name will come up whenever they're talking. There's also private calling, which lets you just talk to one radio, and group calling, which lets you talk to predefined groups of people. Number 4. It's more efficient. DMR has double the bandwidth efficiency compared to 12.5 kHz FM, and 4 times the bandwidth efficiency of 25 kHz FM channels. 2 people are able to talk at the same time on one channel, including on repeaters, which means lower hardware costs. This means cheaper licensing per voice channel if you're getting a business radio license, or in amateur radio you can allow more people to talk at a time in the available spectrum. Number 5. Better battery life. DMR radios use TDMA, which is time division multiple access, and in TDMA, time is divided into 2 alternating time slots. The radios take turns at transmitting. The effect of this is that when you're talking on the radio, it's only transmitting half of the time, saving about half of the energy. So this has been 5 reasons why DMR is better than FM. Please leave a comment down below if you think FM is better than DMR, telling me why, so I can include your thoughts in my video on that. And also please click on the thumbs up button because it signals to YouTube that this video is good and they should recommend it to more people. If you haven't already subscribed, then please consider it if you want to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.